Hi everyone, and welcome to the second chapter in Unleash Your Inner Wolf, my book. This chapter is called Full Stack Marketer versus Non-Full Stack Marketer, and this is a chapter where I explain in depth what it takes and why is it important nowadays to be a full stack marketer. And again, going back, just to the book, if you're watching this video, you're probably watching the whole playlist, and you watched the prior videos and you're going to watch the future videos. I'm just summarizing the book. The book has much more ideas, explanations, and stuff inside of it. So if you do like what I'm saying, and you're interested in one topic or another, you should get the book. It's not that expensive. It's on Amazon. I have a link probably in the comment section of this video. So let's get to it. So a full stack marketer versus a non-full stack marketer. So a full stack marketer is a concept that I came up with, I think, during one of the geek outs that I went to and I spoke at. And the idea was looking at, in the past 2010, for example, if you're a media buyer, you would be able to just go copy, duplicate whatever was working, and it would just bring money. You just get the creatives, freelancers that you saw on any spy tool. Back then, we didn't have the Facebook ad library or anything like that. And you would just start the campaign and it would probably make money. The idea is really talking about how the industry evolves, essentially. So, when HDMI cables came out, or ISPs got faster and faster internet speeds, or even when flat screen TVs just came out, everything was super expensive, and then the companies had to adjust and lower the prices in order to really stay afloat and really be competitive. And this is just like an adjustment that happens within every new innovation, but also every new industry. And this is exactly what happens in this industry, and it's going to keep happening and it's going to keep evolving. So some people would call it, back in the heydays of Facebook or something like that. But it's not that making money out of Facebook is impossible. It's just that it shifted, it changed a lot, and you really have to make that adjustment if you want to create the same type of success that people used to have. So, a full stack marketer is essentially someone who really adjusts, learns new skills, and is being less and less dependent on other people or a team to run efficiently. So this means a marketer could learn how to code, how to edit videos, even at a basic level, edit photos, use the basic functions of Photoshop, use Google Tag Managers, know how to use tools like Zapier and connect to API and stuff like that, set up landing pages, create A/B testing, stuff like that. So you really want to have like as broad of a spectrum as you can, so that if you want to set up an e-commerce store, a Shopify, then you have experience with that. And this being a full stack marketer for me, and what I talk about inside the book, is really how you reach that apex level, apex predator status, and that gets you much closer to it. The idea is that once you don't know that, in the best case scenario, you're going to have to spend a lot of money in order to get people who know it. In the worst case scenario, you're going to avoid new projects and new opportunities and stuff like that, and you really don't want to do that. So because it's going to seem like such a hard task for you to get your hands around it. And the other idea is that once you're running a campaign, you really want to be and keep it dynamic. You want to keep things moving fast, because you're highly likely spending a lot of money, especially if the campaign is working great and you're scaling. You really want to have that ability not to wait, if it's like a weekend and the person is not available or stuff like that. When you go into that scaling mode, you really have to just, you need another video, you need another pre-render. You want that stuff to really fly out. So a full stack marketer is basically two main things. One, it's someone who learns new skills, makes sure that he or she knows exactly what they need to become as self-reliant as possible, instead of being dependent on any external source, whether it's a person or an app or something like that. And the second thing is that someone who really goes deep into media buying. So they try every media platform. They ultimately spend their own money because they believe that they're very good. They test a bunch of stuff. They're not just like focused on one thing on side Facebook and stuff like that. They try natives, they try Google, they try TikTok or whatever. And as an agency owner or like a brand owner, finding those really full stack apex predators is an extremely hard work, and it's probably very it's going to be very costly, just because these people usually know how to make money for themselves. So if someone really you want to recruit that someone into your company, it's going to take a lot. Um, so that's essentially a full stack marketer. Bottom line, really a great marketer that really understands the whole business A to Z, understands logistics, understands manufacturing, understands more than the media buying costs. How shipping works, how payment, processing works, refunds, stuff like that. So that's the type of like person you either want to work with, you want to become. And that's like the best kind of a full stack marketer is someone who doesn't necessarily have to love his job, but he's definitely obsessed with the results he gets, to the point where it becomes an addiction. Like for me, when I run a campaign, I'm totally addicted to refreshing stats and looking at, the changes that I made and how it affected the campaign. And I just love it. I can't get enough of it, and I've been doing it for a lot of years. At the end of the day, the industry, really compared to other industries, it's a fairly new industry, so it's undergoing biggest changes that any industry could go through. So you really want to be that type of person that is dynamic, because today it's going to be editing videos and tomorrow it's going to be stuff that has to do with API and stuff like that. So that's a full stack marketer. Again, there is a lot more inside the book, so if you want to dig deeper into what it means being a full stack marketer, or the whole idea of an apex predator and what that means inside digital marketing, make sure that you get the book. Thank you so much.